Yeah, let's take them back. Coming up, I was confused. My mama kissing the girl.
We got you covered today. It's Blacktop. We're gonna see who break it.
Probably out committing felonies. My favorite rapper used to sing, check out my melody. I wanna live good, so shit, I sell dope for a 4-finger ring. One of them gold ropes. Nana told me if I pass, I get a sheepskin coat. If I can, yeah, let's take them back. Coming up, I was confused. My mama kissing the girl. Confusion occurs coming up in the
Okay, let's get to it.
Committing felonies. My favorite rapper used to sing, check out my melody. I wanna live good, so shit, I sell dope for a 4-finger ring. One of them gold ropes. Nana told me if I pass, I get a sheepskin coat. If I can move a few packs, I get the hat. Now that'd be dope. Tossed and turned in my sleep that night. Woke up the next morning, niggas just stole my bike. Different day, same shit, ain't nothing good in the hood. I run away from this bitch and never come back if I could.
Off on that one.
Love it, the underdogs on top. And I'm gon' shine on me until my heart stop.
Go ahead, envy me. I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me.
Hated the love it, the underdogs on top. And I'm gon' shine on me until my heart stop. Go ahead,
Spin?
I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going
Oh
nowhere,
man,
so you
smoke
can
is
get to
the
know me.
layup.
On the grill of my low rider, guns on both sides, right above the gold wires. I 4-5 kill a nigga on my shoulder, really do it. That's the true meaning of a ghost rider. 10 G's to take your daughter out of Air Forces. Believe you me, homie, I know all about losses. I'm from Compton where the wrong colors be cautious. One phone call, I had your body dumped in Marcy. I stay strapped like car seats, been banging since my little nigga Rob got killed for his Barclays. That's 10 years, I told Pooh in 95, I'll kill you if you try me for my Air Max 95s. Told Banks when I met him, I'ma ride, and if I gotta die, I'd rather homicide. I ain't had 50 cent when my grandmama died. Now I'm going back to Cali with my Jacob on. See how time fly.
The underdogs on top. And I'm gon' shine on me until my heart stop.
Go ahead, envy me. I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me.
Misses from deep.
And I'm gon' shine on me until my heart stop.
Go ahead, envy me. I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me.
From the beginning to the end, losers lose, winners win. This is real, we ain't got to pretend. The cold world that we in, it's full of pressure and pain. Enough of me, nigga, now listen to game.
Used to see 5-0 throw the crack by the bench. Now I'm fucking with 5-0, it's all starting to make sense. My mom's happy she ain't gotta pay the rent, and she got a red bow on that brand new Benz. No shot money to land sitting in the range, thinking how they spent $30 million on airplanes when his kids starving. Pockets going and Brenda still throwing babies in the garbage. I wanna know what's going on, like I hear Marvin. No school books, they use that wood to build coffins. Whenever I'm in the booth and I get exhausted, I think, what if Marie Baker got that abortion? I love you, Ma.
And I'm gon' shine.
Look at that ball movement.
Go ahead, envy me. I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me.
Hated the love it, the underdogs on top. And I'm gon'
Set
shine
him
on me
up.
until my heart stop. Go ahead,
Envy me. I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going
Now's
nowhere,
the
so you
time to
can
get
get to know me.
cooking. Oh no, not today. Misses in close. Everybody gets a touch. Mouse in the house.
Same shit, different times, too.
Off target from outside. Play the right way. Get every
pronunciation. The most beautiful shit I make up like foundation. Now who you face?
one involved. Where the ball stops, nobody knows.
Coming backstage, dying to get crazy. You got it, I ride for class. While you spot me, grinning, a bunch of fire. vote in my ballot. This my diner, I'm Mel and you're Alice. Spend the night in Little 2C's palace. Baby, you're good as long as you don't act childish. While you standing there with the crisp in your cup, and worst come to worst, keep this on the hush.
Special delivery. 6-3.
Hey yo, short, won't you go get a bag of the lethal? I'll be undressed in the bra or see-through. While you count your jewels, thinking I'ma cheat you. The only one thing I know to do
Not
is
today.
you. Keep your stone set, I got my own baguettes. And I'll be doing things that you won't regret. Little Kim the queen bee, so you best take heed. Shall I proceed? Yes, indeed. I'ma throw shade if I can't be paid. Blow you up to your girl like the army grenade. You can slide on my ice like the escapade. Chicharilla with the marmalade. Who? Not you. Oh yes, who's he? I even did your man's step, but I love your whole style. This one in your hand, you all shook up, but don't blush. Just keep this on the hush.
Thank you. Say it with the chest.
While you trying to catch sea breeze, I'm in the PVs, on chrome D3s, decked out TVs, CDs with crazy bass, keep my lady lace. Don't be fooled by the baby face, I hope you're not, cause your thighs got me hot. Only one plan, that's the rise to the top. I told you before when I first pursued, I want an interlude in the nude.
You know I love the way you feel her. Sip my tequila, fruit from the dealer, full inch chinchilla. Heat up the clutch, let me take you to love. Then we speed down the hutch, break the trees in the Dutch. I'm not the one you sleep with, to eat quick. Want a cheap chick? Better go down a freak lick. You got to hit me on. Buy this girl gifts, of course, so I look slick in my six
What
with my
next? We've
twisty
seen the
drawers.
dribble game. Can't connect. Oh, Love that team connection. No good from beyond the arc.
Okay, welcome to the grocery list. Goes like this: duty and death. Anyone object, come stand in the way. You can be my little snake river canyon today. And I ran with a chain of command to the jetpack strap with a backstab lens in the can. Sign of the vibe in the crowd when I cut a belly open, a fine will climb out. Heard a bit of gusto, we must erupt to make a dark horse rush like enough's enough. It must have struck a nerve, so they huff the buff. The Lord of Kings men thrust.
He said, give me that. Oh man, now that foul was obvious. You gotta respect the call, I guess. Strong take. Hey, bro, they can't hold you. Oh, let him cook.
I woke up in the morning, hopped on the train, I saw my man, he had a L in his hand. Hiding from the beast, at least I catch a buzz before I hit my block. I take a
Keeping them guessing with all those passes.
Lollipop, move the hop, so I can flip the hip and the grip. Everybody slips so I can take a trip to the hip, dig a deeper hole, microphone control with soul. Looking at hot eyes,
Goes out of bounds.
I'm coming to you from the underground with thunder sound. Number one question, yo, how can I be down? Well, I tell you, bring your light.
He's about to show us something. I can feel it.
So you see the fire singer, so from left to right, then front to back. All the verbal letters give the mic contact, react whenever I keep the head scope.
Is somebody gonna box him out?
I got you open, don't front, you know I got you open. It's the original as me, original crooks. Don't front, you know I got you open. Check my dialect from a diaphragm, my man.
Barbecue chicken.
Don't front, you know I got you open. It's the original as me and the original crooks. Don't front, you know I got you open. Check the dialect from a diaphragm, my man. Me and my crew walk streets at night like looking for the right one, baby. If it's payday, I'm at your doorstep. I never sweat swinging the F nowadays, cause my rep is known for the tricks that I trade like toys. In the cypher with my boys, we be getting busy. Record shop, I drop the top, I make the seeds pop. From the line that is
He's about to get cooked.
I be dedicated to the moon, cause it's black. Resurrect, come back. Tell me about the
My man, they say you got no bag. Prove them wrong.
blew up the spot last year on the box. Fresh come back with another fat single. Now you underground to make it stop when you make it. But what's it? Pay attention to the third verse, and I'ma take you to another level first. Yeah, don't front. You know I got you open. It's the original as me and the original crooks. Don't front. You know I got you open.
Killing on the boards. He's got that look on his face. It's business
I
time.
got you open, it's the original as me and the original crooks. Don't front, you know I got you open on this one.
Knocks down the two.
Number one DJ. First of all, listen, I'm letting you know that when you see me at a show, you better prepare for the flow right away. I'm giving you bright day. It's never sunny, still on nothing move but the honey.
Don't this shit make a nigga wanna jump? Don't. Ladies and gentlemen.
about your love, you let it go in one ear and out the other. Then he say, she say, they say, I heard it. Be fake, we can't let it get on our nerves. She miserable, she just wants you to be like her. Misery needs company, so don't listen to that vine of grace. There, nothing but liars hating a bed. They wouldn't mind trading place.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Haters don't talk like mice at a wedding, so what? That's your cousin. They don't mean nothing. Her life missing the tight of affection. You get just blind to the fact, see the lies of society. Cries for attention. Fuel to the body, supply your suggestion. But listen, say you love it, gotta trust me. Why you stress this high school mess? Break up never, they just jealous. Drama for your mama, me more for your brother. I'm the author of the book, make it chill by the cover. Yeah, I've been to jail. Yeah, I'm grinding for real. I'm positive and talking negative pimp. They hate to see you doing better than them, so.
The taste of blood. And I don't know what that means, but I know that I mean it. Maybe they're as evil as they seem, or maybe I only look out the window when it's scenic. Atmosphere finally made a good record. Yeah, right, that shit almost sounds convincing. The last time I felt as sick and contradictive as this was the last time we played a show in Cincy. Get real, they tell me. If only they knew how real this life really gets. They would stop acting like a silly bitch. They would respect the cock, whether or not they believed in it. Doesn't take much, and that's messed up, because these people do a lot of simple shit to impress us. While everyone was trying to outdo the last man, I was just a ghost trying to catch some Miss Pac-Man. Hello, ma'am, would you be interested in some sexual positions and emotional investments? See, I'm not insane, in fact, I'm kinda rational. When I be asking, yo, where did all the passion go? East Coast, West Coast, down south, Midwest. Nowadays, Everybody knows how to get fresh. Somebody give me a big yes. God bless America, but she stole the beef from Bless. Now I'm too fucked up to dance, so I'ma sit with my hand on the front of my pants. You can't achieve your goals if you don't take that chance. So go pry open that trunk and get those amps. You know, days of kings and queens, I was a jester. Treat me like a god.
Light as a feather when I'm floating through, reading through the daily news, measuring the hurt within the golden rule. Centimeters of ether, I'm heating the speaker. Motivational teacher with words that burn people. Singing the headlines, line with discord. It's either genocide or the planet in uproar. Never good. The rules in paradise are never nice. The best laid plans of mice and men are never right. I'm just a vagabond with flowers for Algernon, an average Joe who knows what the fuck is going on. It's the hope of my thoughts that I travel upon. Fly like an arrow of God until I'm gone. So drifting away like a feather in air, letting my words take me away from the hurt and despair. So I'm keeping it vertical, forever elevator, riding the escalator to the something that is greater. So I'm drifting away like a feather in air, letting my soul take me away from the hurt and despair. So I'm keeping it vertical, forever elevator.
Watching propaganda, 6 o'clock news and insane. Cultures clash, poor black folk and white trash. They revel in the cyberspace that might crash. Dash to millennium, a million miles are running. At the speed of now, bound no return gunning. Rambo style, gun hold, child gunning. Ambo, plow, 2 times loud, stunning. Stunning, when they hit ya, lift you off the earth like, hey yo, take you right back to earth. And niggas wonder why, they might wonder why this shit might happen, but it does. It go, drifting away like a feather in air, letting my words take me away from the hurt and despair. So I'm keeping it vertical, forever elevator, riding the escalator to the something that is greater. So I'm drifting away like a feather in air, letting my soul take me away from the hurt and despair. So I'm keeping it vertical, forever elevator, riding the escalator to the something that is greater. Treat you better than me, cause that's the heavenly key to unlock the inner strength. What my essence will be, it's the knowledge of self, understanding of the things around me that becomes the wisdom that I need. Living this life to the best of my ability, channeling energy to my thoughts and teen symmetry. Remember me, because my prose remain gold. I got the gift of gab like them pimps and cane goals. It never ends, I keep it rolling like a cipher. The first caveman bringing fire, innovating it higher. To plasma states, I raise the stakes. It's double or nothing in this vacuum space. I will survive divine to time to cry. Fuck a hold or hide, I'm alive for pride. And I drove the Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Singing this will be the day that I die.
We wanna watch it all fall apart. Every time I walk, I watch. I look, I notice, I observe, I read the signs. And the signs are pointing in the wrong direction. The signs are not naming the streets or leading you to the highway. The signs are naming names. Tombstones to mark the dead of children not even born. And I don't mean abortion, I mean what is to come. The signs are telling me to turn back around. The signs are telling me to research my past. The signs are telling me to learn from my mistakes. The signs are asking me questions. Do you want to watch it all fall apart? Do you have any control? Is there anything that you can do? Time is not a nice person. I know because the sign said it. Time can be generous, but ultimately time is indifferent. Time does not give 2 damns or a fuck. So what will you do? What will we do? So I'm in the middle of the street talking to the signs, and people are looking at me, pointing and laughing like this motherfucker's crazy. But do they not see the signs? Do you not see the signs? In this world that you can depend on and you can bet your last dollar on, it's the ignorance of the American people. But still I have faith. And still I read the signs. And they are indeed there. Some of us are lost and will not find our way no matter what the signs say. Some of us do not see the signs because we are too busy shopping. Some of us do not see the signs because we can't help but stop and look at the accidents and stare. We are in a daze. We are amazed by the world's displays. Some of us do not see the signs because we are giving spare change to the homeless. We are getting gas. We are volunteering for duty. And we are watching television. We are driving around in circles on spinners and we are working 8 to 6. We are on our way to the club. We are high, we are drunk, and we are sober. And we do not see the signs. We are listening to a moron babble. We are listening to tongues that lie. We give them an ear, we give them a hand, we give them both eyes. So we cannot see the signs. Slow, there are children playing in these streets and they cannot read the signs. They are only children. Stop. Stop. I fear there is no U-turn and that this road dead ends because we cannot read the signs. Do you not see the signs? We must read the signs. And we must turn around. We must turn around. We gotta turn this shit around. And we gotta read the signs. We must read the signs. We must read the signs. We must read the signs. We gotta read the signs. We gotta turn this shit around. We must turn this shit around. We gotta turn this shit around. We gotta read the signs.
It's been a long time coming and I'm still not there. Almost to Japan, just gotta get in the air. And off the ground, can't wait, but kinda scared to float among the clouds. Suspended 12 rounds, but I'm bound for destiny. Saving grace for insanity, for shows to blow. Report the cold publishing, bound for a month or so. When sea was bubbling, check Chiba City, he don't set the love ring. Sounds clear as me. Coach class after my birthday pass. Blast off for unknown territory. Case Sarah, whatever him suggest, I'm the distinguished guest, I'm blessed. Any wish I request, quench my needs. It's almost unreal, all the things I'm seeing makes me appreciate all God's human beings in a special way. Some things that a rhyme can't say, but let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music gives more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music gives more meaning to life. It's an intimidating task, flipping the craft, making magic over and over. I take a stab at it as a ritual. Addicted to vibration, the attraction is spiritual. Practice habitual, have me feeling higher than a signal. Damn, I'm strong on it. Who would've thunk it back when I first begun it? For fun, writing rhymes to stack them one by one. Now I'm ill than radiation. Plan to stay creating till I'm cremated, reincarnated, then regain my name. At the top, keep focused like a spotlight. Stay up all night, writing rhymes by starlight. Get deep with it, 20,000 leagues beneath the height. Omnipotent, intimate exam of life. Twists and turns, hurts and achievements. I can't hold back, I speak it, cause it needs to be heard. I know my power, so I use it to infuse my words. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music gives more meaning to life. I thank the fans for showing love to me. And I respect the fact you always keep it real with me. It keeps me centered when I need some fuel lyrically. The desire for my insight gives me reason to write. I still can't believe it, I'm stunned. Land of the rising sun, here I come. I'm here, next stop, lower Eastern Hemisphere. Hip-hop's hot, all around the globe. I witness culture unfold before me. Absorb it in and write the story. Corny as it sounds, it makes me want to cry. I was born chosen to live this life, born to soar. Worlds to explore, I'm going down, undercover me. Fans hover abundantly, strangers love me. I get my all on stage, feel the sound mentality. I'm 1,000 miles away, some things a rhyme can't say. But let me start from the heart and sincerely state, thank you. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music gives more meaning to life. I thank the fans for showing love to me. And I respect the fact you always keep it real with me. It keeps me centered when I need some fuel lyrically. Your desire for my insight gives me reason to write. I thank you all for showing love to me. You made this journey something that I hold close to me. I see hip-hop as a global link community. It makes sense that music brings more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing love to me.
with the prologue to find you here. Every morning I awake from a cavernous night, sometimes still pondering the previous plight. Seems life done changed, long time no speak. Nowadays I often forget the day of the week, taking it by stride if you know what I mean. No harm done, no offense taken by me. So let's rap, we'll catch up to Paul. What's the haps? Perhaps we even closer. Now after all things considered, on the side of the planet, couldn't pick a better time, even if we planned it to come clean and candid. If I have to, what I wouldn't trade for your laughter. Sweet and sour spice in my poetry, pop melody, even better than the real thing. It's like the God in me, so the devil in you. I wanted to break myself in the worst way when I met you. Who would have thought conversate by the river, celebrate birth, sent and delivered. The lines that prove to be the seeds of trust, unsigned, yeah, but destined to grow sunshine. Self-assigned task piled on the desk of good words, knowing hardship, appreciate the best of both worlds. C'est la vie, as they say, L-O-V-E, evidently see every song has a sequel. Never same, everything but the name, all fresh, just like back then, how we do every day. C'est la vie, as they say, L-O-V-E, eloquently see every dream has a part two. Never say you got to keep it tight always, just like back then. Hear me out. Once together now, where do we go, dear divine? I pray that you keep watching over us from the heavens where light is the nucleus to the space filled with darkness and negative matter. Anti-gravity pull is what I'd rather feel when I leave this shell eventually. Ties to the mother earth ground me mentally. Real vibes keep me alive spiritually. Imagination brings bliss at no cost. When I blink, I receive at no loss. Victory comes in small packages like a leaf off an olive tree, brought back by a dove from above. Then I'm gonna rhyme love. We saw that we're coming ever since the beginning of the end. Well, anyways, I'm not a perfect being. Yes, I am a man full of S-I-N. It's like the devil in me saw the God in you. You epitomize the etymology of enthusiasm. Look it up there, guys, the clouds that form the rain that came from the ocean that flow from the river. I'm a believer, firm with the first words, lyrical transceiver of our ancient roots. Science plus arts multiplied by faith, then divided by the number of our ethnic race. Let me mention what I've been thinking, how to save the children when the ship is sinking. So I'm singing, no lip syncing, slogans, political hooligans with tank missiles and guns. Everything is relative when it's all in the family. Oh man, I understand the time has finally come to realize the great power of one. All formulas equalize under the sun. Amen. Yeah, the rhymes will heal cause I believe in music. In times of need I won't believe in music. The beat plus the melody, the recipe. Your vibe truly brings out the best in me. The rhymes will heal cause I believe in music. In times of need I won't believe in music. The beat plus the melody, the recipe. All good souls lost, may they rest in peace. In times of need I won't believe in music. The beat plus the melody, the recipe. Your vibe truly brings out the best in me. The rhymes will heal cause I believe in music. In times of need I won't believe in music. The beat plus the melody, the recipe. Hip hop worldwide, we got to live in peace like that.
game is buckets. What a move! The coaching thing. Put points on the board. Gets the 2 to fall. With all those
find a reason to work out, willing to admit my thinking is wishful, like a star upon a child gazing up the ceiling. How far do we have to stretch the truth to fit the lifestyle for road and overdose? We can take it all back to the register and start all over from the canister. Let's break it all down into pieces of bright moments to pass by like a meteorite. Throw on your favorite reel, that's good to go. On the analog player, watch the people go. Sit back with the breeze and let the memories flow. Comedy, tragedy, all the highs and lows. It's funny how the music run time gets perspective. Out of soundtrack.
Alvin Iverson has the worst animations. Everything turned into some extravagant ass on outside of
whenever you are, feeling blue, keep walking and we can't get far. Yeah, wherever you are. Like a move that I can't predict, like a look that I can't resist. The tingling feeling was so mutual. The lingering appeal was so unusual. Herbally, what is medicine to a lone soul can become poisonous. So with the whole body vastly out cold, true vision seem to come to me. I take hold of a prophet in me most visibly. I see clear when the world doesn't show it to me. It's so hard to make sense in the cycle of billing. Trying to find a reason to quit and make a killing. I admit, or dealing is painful. Like a star upon a child staring down from the ceiling. How far do we have to stretch the picture before pixelating the human section? We can take it all back to the register and start all over from the canister and save it all up for an ultimate prize. Homecoming gathering with the big surprise. Throw on your favorite record that's good to go on the analog table and it's something to flow. Sit back with these and hear the MC flow. Hi-hat, kick drum on the highs and lows. It's funny how the music put times in perspective. Out of soundtrack, the life is perfected. Whenever you are, feel it will keep walking and we can't get far. Yeah, wherever you are. It's funny how the music put times in perspective. Out of soundtrack to your life is perfected. Whenever you are, feel it will keep walking and we can't get far. Wherever you are. Okay, we can take it all back to the register and start all over from the canister. Let's break it all down into pieces of bright moments that pass by like a meteorite. Throw on your favorite jacket and you're good to roll on the analog trail and you look the roll. Just stroll through the trees and let your miseries go. Sunshine, hurricane on the highs and lows. And start all over from the canister. Let's break it all down into pieces of bright moments that pass by like a meteorite.
Now you see me, now you don't shit. He really gotta play like he's avoiding and dodging and shit. He play like he in an obstacle course.
Now's the time to get cooking.
low key. Hey, Chris Paul low key. He just grabbed my nigga like playing with the real Reeves. That's what we really need on Chris Paul. Honey, it's 7:31. Go ahead. It's not time for breakfast. Please chill out. Honey, go sit down. It's not that time yet. Go lay down.
First thing first, shot to sweat my appetite, but couldn't satisfy my craving for beats rap tight like a Christmas gift. This night is an eve of a generation to live life and count the moments. For rhymes, a difficult time, tell my friend through a lonely tunnel. I didn't never remain just a funnel into a wine bottle and cold excited. Mental so mind-boggling a puzzle. Amazed that the grace never reached the goal, not twice in the gate. So knowledge of self-time, breath in the all for one. All the apology. Better to hold the something for the characters carry over your role. What is more carrot gold these days? Your case closed when the end credits roll. Self-representative and elected, yes I give the get, give back to the constituent. Sit you in a chair, break down the affair. There's nothing fashionable about rhyming. Late the game in acting. Cause you can't pay dues, you ain't ready to cash. Quick times I'll play, streaming all the flash. So I'm sticking a couple pins into media outlets. And I hop up in the black band in the outlets. Get with the program, shut the down, don't keep on the ground down. Microphones on casting, everlasting sound blasting, no doubt bursting, that's down. low. I'd rather do nothing else if I follow. Go hard to the last pulse, like the last man down in the terror and inferno of Babylon. First and last down. Like the last man down in the terror and inferno of Babylon. First and last down. Like the last man down in the terror and inferno of Babylon. First and last down.
So free here, you know, that almost anything I want to try is, I'm welcome to do it, you know, so that's the freedom is helped.
I heard you were splitting the Mars Quintet here and then trying something on your own.
Yes, I am.
How's that? With who?
I have several men in mind, but I haven't selected them yet. I'm going to try
like work with a quartet?
Yeah, begin with, maybe in several weeks after I start, I might add a fifth man.
John, which tenor plays do you think have influenced you, if any at all?
not time yet. Go sit down. It's not time to get food.
Individual stars float in the ocean of God, rocking a figure in the saddle while I'm visiting Mars. Egos bigger than Jupiter, I'm breaking the bars, holding me back down to earth with physical laws, touching the moon. Grace as I ready resume. Comments flying through space, bringing possible doom. Blocking the sun, bring a holocaust in the world. I'm talking back to Father Time, Mother Earth is my girl. I got the wings of angels walking down the valley of death, watching my step, cause the devils never want to respect. I'm correct on the studio track, taking it back to the pen and pad. I blast even now, both y'all. Brother on the B-boy tip with Krylon spit. I attack the charts with the graphical hits. So who you fucking with? Arm, leg, to arm, leg. Snap your neck back while you spit out a pen. I be the original son of a bitch, hurting your wrist. Cause you spinning my shit so much, the needle skip. Flip to the rhythm and reminisce. Remember the days and 9-4 hip hop as a gift. Words out of her lips came straight from the heart, never pre-packaged.
To three-peat. So I'm going to lean towards the Kansas City Chiefs in those regards, but it's closer than you probably think in my brain.
Okay. Candy or Canty, Chris Canty, can the Philadelphia Eagles win on Sunday if Jalen Hurts plays like we've seen in the first two playoff games this playoff run?
Oh, well, yes. If Jalen Hurts plays like he did in the first two games, if he plays like he played against the Rams last week, the Philadelphia Eagles can absolutely win. The question is whether or not Jalen Hurts' mobility is going to be a factor when it comes to threatening that Commanders defense. That is going to be huge in determining how much of an edge the Eagles have when their offense is on the field. So if you're going to get the same version of Jalen Hurts that we saw against the Green Bay Packers, against the LA Rams, then the Philadelphia Eagles can absolutely win, even if he doesn't light it up, throwing for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, they can beat the Washington Commanders with Jalen Hurts playing like he did in the first two playoff games. Now, if they make it to a Super Bowl, I don't think they can be able to win at all with Jalen Hurts doing what he did in those first two playoff games. Because think about it, if you win this game, you're going to be going against probably, it's only two choices, Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen. Right, and I just believe those two guys have the ability to really light up the scoreboard, even though the skill position players are different than in the past. They still have that ability, right? It's the reason why Mahomes is the standard. It's the reason why Josh Allen is the MVP candidate. Jalen Hurts can get it done in this matchup, but not in a Super Bowl.
It actually was the touch on Josh Allen.
Candy or Canty when it comes to Josh Allen.
I don't know about that.
He very good. Those quarterback this year, not having those big mistakes on him and his team. It's a kind of a different color playing Kansas City. Can he continue to avoid the big mistake?
Because Jalen Hurts,
Mahomes team that he has not beaten in the playoffs in the first two tries.
I think
it's not like this is a situation where
but that doesn't mean that Josh Allen is
it's not like this is a situation where he's going to take it defense. Yeah, I think it's
football. The quarterback is going to have to go out there and make plays. And going up against one of the best defenses in the history of our game, Steve Spagnuolo, I would lean toward the Kansas City Chiefs defense being able to have the edge, being able to get them off the field, being able to create the longer downs and distances, and then force their force punch from the field. So I do think Josh can play mistake-free football. The Buffalo Bills as a team have the fewest turnovers that we've ever seen of a team playing on conference championship game weekend in NFL history, but I don't think that's going to be enough just to beat the Kansas City Chiefs in and of themselves. He can avoid the big mistake, but he's going to have to make some big plays too if they want to win.
Yeah, this version of Josh Allen can avoid the big mistake. Here's the question. If Mahomes makes a mistake, can you capitalize off the mistake that he has
Carolina
given,
Panthers
right? And that's
kind
been
of
the
scheme
MO of the
that
playoffs in
came
the past.
to life
teams
and really
playing the Kansas City Chiefs. Not being able to capitalize
underneath
off the
the
mistakes that
mobile
they do
quarterback.
make. And trust me, they barely make them, but when they do, you have to capitalize off of it. You have to go score touchdowns. Josh Allen did that in the regular season. Guess what? Regular season doesn't matter. It's all about playoff football. You're 0-3.
It's what they're playing.
They can't hold you. Anyone on that offense of the Kansas City Chiefs, you have to capitalize and go score touchdowns, not settle for field goals.
Last but not least, Candy or Canty, Chris Canty, can Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels be the best quarterback in the NFC next year?
Yes. Jaden Daniels can be the best quarterback in the NFC. I'll take it a step further. Jaden Daniels will be the best quarterback in the NFC. When you think about the Washington Commanders this offseason, they've got 8 draft picks. They've got $93 million in estimated cap space.
He started talking about Ross. He ain't said nothing about him throwing the ball.
Weapons to flank Jaden Daniels around him. They're going to improve the offensive line and they'll get more playmakers on defense. This team is only getting started, and the fact that they're this far ahead of schedule should be scary for every team in the NFC, including the Philadelphia Eagles.
The to my Palm Pilot and see something.
Man, smokes the layup.
Scan. He the best quarterback in the NFC right now. Of course he gonna be the best quarterback in the NFC next season.
Misses in close.
You said that with your Palm Pilot.
I showed you.
As well as your chest.
They go through my Palm Pilot.
Chris Canty, Harry Douglas, Freddie Coleman together on Player Preview with the pros on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, Sirius XM Channel 80, and also tell your smart speaker to play ESPN Radio. So we've gotten that out the way. It's time to get to the nitty-gritty. Who will be the two that will get out of championship weekend and get to Super Bowl 59? And we start with
Commanders at Eagles.
Eagles are 14-1, Chris Canty, since October. The one was the Commanders that beat them in December when Jaden Daniels threw not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 touchdown passes. Also, when it comes to the Washington Commanders, as a 6-point underdog, being the underdog in this game, the last 6 victories that they've won, 5 happened on the final play of scrimmage before they beat the Lions in double digits. CC, I've laid out the scenario who wins the NFC Championship game, and how do they do it?
Well, I'm going to lean toward the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the 5th straight home game for the Eagles versus the 4th straight road game for the Washington Commanders. There's the experience of the core of players for the Eagles. A lot of those guys on that team have been there and done that. This is the first time for a lot of key guys on the Washington side. And then beyond that, I think the absence of Sam Cosmi, the right guard for the Commanders, is going to loom large going up against that Eagles defensive front led by Jalen Carter. He's a guy that can wreck the game. And even though Cliff Kingsbury is aware of how good he is, I still don't think there are a lot of good answers from an X's and O's standpoint when you have to contend with a player that's as dominant as he is. I think the Eagles have a great formula for success this time of year. They run the ball well, they stop the run, they rush the quarterback. I think that formula lends itself to winning this game against the Washington Commanders. I got the Eagles closer than the experts think, but I like the Philadelphia Eagles.
Let me ask all of y'all a question really quick. Did y'all like honey buns growing up?
Loved them. I still like them now.
Love honey buns. I'm going with the young honey bun. I'm going with Jay Daniels in this matchup because I love his game and the way he plays. And just like a honey bun, he's smooth. He's great. He just amazes you every time.
And
he's out there.
It's even better when you microwave it too.
Oh
yeah. When he's hot, hot like a hot tamale, he's out there wheeling and dealing and in that no huddle and just making explosive play after explosive play, converting 4th down after 4th down. Give me the Commanders because Jaden Daniels said so.
Y'all can keep the Commanders and Eagles. I want that honey bun. Let's move on to
Bills at Chiefs.
The Bills are 0-4 on the road in the playoffs under Sean McDermott. They have dropped 7 straight on the road in the playoffs since beating Miami in the AFC Championship game in 1992. This is the 7th straight year that Patrick Mahomes and Kansas City are playing in an AFC Championship game. He is 4-2. Only one quarterback around has beat him in his own building. That's Joe Burrow. The other one, Tom Brady, who's now running the Las Vegas Raiders. So Harry Douglas, this Chiefs team, coming into this game, 1.5 favorite. Where are you standing? Where are you placing your money on who wins this one?
Hey, let's go Buffalo, let's go Buffalo. I didn't stand on top of a van and jump through no table not to pick Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills and Bills Mafia. Give me Buffalo. Josh Allen is going to get that monkey off his back.
I got the Chiefs, Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, Chris Jones, Travis Kelce, and company until otherwise notified.
We'll see when it comes to Championship Sunday. Commanders, Eagles, 3 o'clock Eastern time on Fox, and then Bills at Chiefs, 6:30 Eastern time on CBS. Enjoy Championship Sunday. No matter what team you're rooting for, it should be 2 fabulous football games. For Chris Canty and Harry Douglas, I'm Freddie Coleman. This has been Player Preview with the pros on the mighty ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
This show and all of ESPN Radio is streaming live on the ESPN app, featuring ESPN Plus, where you get more ESPN. Download the ESPN app today and take ESPN and ESPN Radio everywhere.
It's the new year. Time to make a positive change in your life.
I went to My Computer Career because I needed job security.
Because I wanted a career in cybersecurity.
I went to My Computer Career because IT jobs are everywhere.
My old job was going nowhere.
I went because I didn't want college loans for the rest of my life.
Because I wanted a career for the rest of my life.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. Financial aid available for qualified students, including the GI Bill. 529 college savings plans accepted. Not available in Washington State.
Adam Schefter here with Vivid Seats. We've got some late breaking news coming out of the stands. According to multiple sources, Vivid Seats fans are scoring rewards on every purchase and at a rapid pace. Obviously, these rewards are a game changer, and coupled with their MVP-worthy ticket selection, why get tickets anywhere else? Don't drop the ball this season. Shop with Vivid Seats and earn rewards on every ticket. And as the official ticketing partner of ESPN, Vivid Seats is offering you $20 off your first $200 ticket purchase with code Schefter. That's code Schefter.
Every fan knows the right player in the right position can be a game changer. Put LifeLock between your identity and identity thieves to monitor and alert you to threats you could miss. Plus, with a U.S.-based restoration specialist on your team, you won't have to face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or other losses from identity theft alone. All backed by the LifeLock $1 Million Protection Package. Change the game on identity theft. Save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com/sports.
What would you do if your online store converted 36% more shoppers? You could take 36% more vacation.
Another pina colada?
Yes, please. Open a new retail location with 36% more square feet.
Fantastic.
Hire 36% more help.
You're hired and you're hired.
Shopify has the world's best converting checkout, up to 36% better than other e-commerce platforms. What you do with those extra sales is up to you. Switch to Shopify today at shopify.com/streaming and get a $1 trial. Shopify.com/streaming.
Whether you're a 9-to-5 commuter in the carpool lane, a sports car enthusiast, or a loving dad who has to drive the minivan full of pop-shrieking tweens to a concert, you want quality tires that perform in any situation. You want your car to wear Coopers. Because there are plenty of twists, turns, terrains, and tweens who may or may not know what an indoor voice is. That's why Cooper tires are what millions of Americans depend on. Great quality, great reliability, great performance. That's why my car wears Coopers. Cooper tires, trusted since 1914.
Attention football fans, the season's heating up, and that means it's time for jaw-dropping plays, spectacular touchdowns, and memories that'll last a lifetime. So if you're looking to grab the best seats for all the excitement, Vivid Seats is your go-to playmaker. With an incredible selection of tickets and a game-changing rewards program, Vivid Seats is your ticket to every thrilling moment. Don't miss out. Experience it live with Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Ed Benkin. First up, a busy Saturday in the NBA. There will be a game overseas in Paris as the Spurs and Pacers do battle. They will tip off in about an hour on ESPN. Coming up at 3 Eastern on ABC and the ESPN app, it's the Nuggets against the Timberwolves at 5:30 Eastern on ESPN Radio with coverage starting at 5 Eastern. It'll be a rematch of last year's finals as Boston visits Dallas. That game can also be seen on ABC and the ESPN app. Later tonight on ABC and the ESPN app, it'll be the Lakers visiting the Warriors. Coming up today on ESPN Radio and college basketball, number 8 Michigan State plays against Rutgers at Madison Square Garden. Our coverage gets underway at 1 Eastern. At the Australian Open, American Madison Keys won her first major title, beating Arina Sabalenka 6-3, 2-6, 7-5. In NFL news, Robert Saleh is returning to San Francisco once again as the defensive coordinator, just after being fired by the Jets earlier in the season. The Cowboys made their hiring for their head coach, bringing in Brian Schottenheimer, getting a promotion. ESPN's Todd Archer says the coach-quarterback relationship played a part in Schottenheimer's hiring.
There's also a familiarity and comfortability between Brian Schottenheimer and Dak Prescott. They've developed a close relationship over these last 2 years, and really 3 when Brian was here as a consultant in 2022.
The Raiders filled their head coaching vacancy, hiring Pete Carroll, who will be 74 during the season. The Saints now the only team in the league still having a head coaching vacancy.
Hey, it's your resident Super Bowl champ, Chris Kennedy. Coming up Monday, we've got conference championship games and the coaching carousel, and I'll react to it all in my Upon Further Review at 7 a.m. Eastern. It's Unsportsmanlike weekday mornings at 6, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
This is Hammer and Emmett with Aaron Goldhammer and Emmett Golden on ESPN Radio.
Well, listen, there's some sports headlines that make you do a double take. When the Cowboys decided to let Mike McCarthy walk away, we spent a lot of time on this network speculating about what their plan was. Turns out, I'm not sure they had a plan. Good morning, everybody. Hammer and Emmett are on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app. We're on Sirius XM Channel 80. We are presented by our friends at Progressive Insurance. Emmett, Rams, Chiefs, Washington, Chargers, Jets, Rams again, Colts, Seahawks, Jaguars, finally the Cowboys. Brian Schottenheimer has worked for 30% of the National Football League, and finally at 51 years old, he gets Friday news dumped as the new head coach of the Dallas Cowboys.
I guess he was due, right? I guess it was only a matter of time before he got his shot. I will say that what you just mentioned is very telling. We know that Jerry Jones loves the headlines and the attention. Right. Remember, this is a guy that went through the entire training camp without giving his quarterback an extension, waited 2 hours before the game of week one.
Just as ESPN Sunday NFL Countdown goes on the air.
Exactly.
To announce the news.
Right. He loves the attention. And you drop this Friday night news dump? It says everything I think you need to know.
Emmett, you and I have had an ongoing bit for years about these coaches that get hired that are offensive coordinators.
Frank Stankovich.
Frank the Stank.
Yes.
Explain to America who Frank the Stank is.
So there's always some guy in the coaching hiring cycle that you never heard of, right? And it pops out of nowhere. We came up with the fictional coordinator, Frank Stankovich.
Yeah, he's had a good run. You know, top 10 offense.
Exactly.
Never really won anything. Definitely young, definitely up and coming.
Absolutely.
A brilliant play caller.
Yeah.
No idea if he's a real leader of men.
Have no idea at all. And I don't know if Frank knows if he's a leader of men at all, but it's a gig, so you take it.
Part of the whole thing with Frank Stankovich to me is that you never know when you hire a coordinator whether they're going to be the next Sean McVay or the next Antonio Pierce. You know, whether they're going to be Rob Chudzinski, who was one and done here in Cleveland, or Kevin Stefanski, who's going into his sixth season, has led the Browns to a couple of playoff appearances. I think we know, though, by 51 years old, if you've been a lifelong coordinator and you haven't gotten a look yet as a head coach, there's something going on there. There's a reason why. I remember when Brian Schottenheimer was a hot head coaching candidate. It just was 20 years ago.
Especially in the NFL where nepotism is king.
Yeah.
You know, like you would have thought he would have gotten an opportunity a long time ago. This is tough for me because you know me very well. I like to give everybody a chance.
Yes.
You know, I'm like, hey, man, we don't know. Let's give this guy an opportunity. So I feel that way, but at the same time, I'm like, word? Like this was, you believe this guy is better than Mike McCarthy?
And the Cowboys are paying their quarterback $60 million a year in Dak Prescott. They bring Micah Parsons, CD Lamb back help. Like this is a team that's expecting to win.
Right.
You would think now, soon, to go from a guy who I think is underrated in Mike McCarthy. Really, if you look at his resume and compare it to Mike Tomlin, they're similar, resumes. Tomlin does more impressive press conferences and has a better press agent. Other than that, I'm not sure there's that. And they both won one Super Bowl. To go from Mike McCarthy and to replace him with Brian Schottenheimer, if you're a Cowboy fan, this goes without saying. I don't know how possibly you could feel that you just upgraded your coaching situation.
I also think Jerry was looking for a guy that didn't want anything but the job, right? Like if you're Ben Johnson, you walk in there like, I want to get paid, and you can say, I want X, Y, Z.
And you have the right to do that because you're the hot name. You're probably going to get that from somebody. I don't think Jerry wanted to deal with that. I think Jerry was like, who's desperate?
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
You know why? Because we could pay them as little as I want,
right,
and they'll be happy just to be the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. I think that was a big reason he didn't bring Mike McCarthy back.
And also it means that I control them, and they're cool with me doing the post-game press conference in the locker room and everything else that I do. Hammer and Emmett on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. You know, the other thing that jumped out to me here, Emmett, when I look at somebody's resume, I'm not involved in hiring decisions either at Disney, ESPN, or the other company that you and I work with, which is called Good Karma Brands. Like, very rarely do I get involved in decisions. But there was a point in my career where I did, and I know there was a point in your career where you were involved in some of these. Emmett, what do you think when you look at somebody's resume and they've had 12 jobs? Like, doesn't that tell a little bit of a story? Why does this guy keep going from the Jaguars to the guy who's with the Rams twice?
Yeah, nepotism. That's what, well, also, when you're here's the thing, too, to really take a step back, when you're an assistant coach, if the guy you work for gets fired, you do too.
Yes.
You know?
But if you were really that good, the next coach would want to retain you.
Yeah, good point.
And because we see that happen in the NFL all over the place. And frankly, if you've gone somewhere and won consistently, you would have gotten promoted at some point along the way. Brian Schottenheimer, to me, is just stereotypical offensive coordinator guy.
Frank to stay?
He's worse than Frank. He's like, I know who he is. And if you hire him, chances are he's going to get fired next year. Like, if I just look at the history of his resume and what's happened with him before,
was obvious.
And that you say offensive coordinator, I might say Brian Schottenheimer.
Play the right way.
Within the first three names that immediately come to mind. He's always a guy you interview. He's never a guy that you actually hire. And I can't. Can we find a Cowboy fan, you think, today that likes this move? In America. Because I always say this on this show. We're on 500 affiliates.
This guy's dribbling more than a toddler.
It's 11 o'clock Eastern. It's 8 o'clock Pacific time.
Right.
Estimation, there are tens of thousands of Dallas Cowboy fans listening to this show right now.
No.
Stash is with us producing the show today. Stash, an expert in topics like this.
Yeah.
Stash, do you think we could find a Cowboy fan who likes the Brian Schottenheimer hire? Do you think we could find one in America?
Downtown.
No.
The Dr. Pepper caller is open at 888-SAY-ESPN, 888-729-3776. ESPN Nation is presented by Dr. Football. It's ESPN Nation is presented by Dr. Pepper. That's how synonymous it is with football. It's not college football season. By the way, it's not college football season anymore. Without the delicious taste of an ice cold Dr. Pepper, everybody, if you listen, you know it's my favorite college football. It's a great thing. You gotta rename it Dr. Football. I drink a Dr. Football.
That's awesome.
So we're on the lookout. I'm not sure the phone lines will be blowing up back there, but we are on the lookout for somebody who likes the Brian Schottenheimer hire. Let's get into the weeds why they made this move. Nobody would know it better than Adam Schefter, ESPN senior NFL insider, explaining why Schottenheimer was the choice.
Brian Schottenheimer is somebody that he knows, is comfortable with, believes in, knows the system, that his quarterback, the highest paid player in football, Dak Prescott, is comfortable with, and so they're bringing a number of elements that appeal to Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys as they move forward in these talks. They met with Brian Schottenheimer on Wednesday, again on Thursday, throughout the day on Friday, and clearly everything that they heard during those discussions come to the realization and the decision that there was no need to prolong this search any longer, and it was time to give Brian Schottenheimer his very first NFL head coaching job.
Do you think
Sorry,
Jerry's
does
like,
someone
man,
think
I'm
this is a
paying
one-on-one
$5
contest or
players. Let me save a buck or two.
On coaches?
Yeah, let me save a buck or two. Because I think that was another part with McCarthy. That McCarthy was going to be like, hey, man, you know, I want a little bit of a raise. Give me something.
I just think, Emmett, this was easy. You know, like...
Yeah, and that was my second thought.
Like, as I listen to Adam talk there, does he know Dak Prescott? Yes. Is this going to be a big problem for Dak Prescott? No. Is the offense going to change? No. This is the similar system to what was run before. I just am baffled. Jerry could have just opened up the checkbook, and I think McCarthy would have been more than happy to stay. And again, I go back to Mike McCarthy is not a bad head coach.
Not at all. Not at all.
You could do now. Is he going to the Hall of Fame? We could argue with that. Right? But can you do worse than Mike McCarthy?
You could easily do worse, but it would be harder to do better.
Yes.
Does that make sense? Like, there are better coaches, but still.
If he's in the playoffs and he's coaching against, there's a chance he's getting out-coached, Mike McCarthy. Like, he's not an A, but he is a solid B.
Absolutely.
Brian Schottenheimer is a solid.
He's an IC. He's an incomplete.
It's a solid question. And it's definitely not anything that's going to fire up the fan base or get anybody excited that you really know what you're doing. RJ Ochoa does the blog of the boys. Boy, can you imagine blogging the boys this morning? Yeah. Pretty wild. He was on game night on ESPN Radio last night, and he sort of put this whole thing in perspective.
It's difficult, and I would have to say it's tough to get a group of people, certainly the world at large, to agree on anything, right? Like, The Godfather is the best movie. No, I think it's, whatever. Oh, ketchup's the best condiment, blue cheese, ranch, whatever. Nobody can agree on anything, but the world agrees that this is a horrible decision. Everyone. You cannot find anyone outside of any Schottenheimer who thinks this is worth pursuing. This is, in my humble opinion, one of the darker days in Dallas Cowboys franchise history.
Emmett, let's go live back to Stosh, who is in the room where the phone may or may not be ringing. Stosh, has the phone rung once with anybody who likes Brian Schottenheimer?
So we do have 2 calls for people who like the hire, but neither of them are Cowboy fans.
They're both Giant fans.
One of them's a Commanders fan.
We will talk to them next. Awesome. 888-SAY ESPN, the number if you want to jump in. Brian Schottenheimer, the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, will get you ready. Championship weekend is coming tomorrow. Hammer and Emmett are on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
The NFL playoffs on ESPN Radio.
A.J. Brown, touchdown, Eagles.
The latest news.
They need him to be much more mobile.
Plus, predictions and reaction.
Every little thing matters. We live to see another day.
The NFL playoffs. Continuing coverage right here on ESPN Radio.
Finding the right employee for your company is tough. One wrong hire can be a major setback. You're not alone if you face this. A recent survey by Robert Half shows nearly half of hiring managers readily admit to making a bad hire. Luckily, there's a solution. With Robert Half's specialized recruiter's experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can have the right skilled professional in place quickly. We understand what it takes to build winning teams because at Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
Get more of the NFL with NFL Plus and start streaming more touchdowns, more hurdles, more action. Just a tremendous play. NFL Plus has you covered. Stream the NFL postseason and Super Bowl 56 live on mobile.
He's in. Touchdown.
Plus, stay connected throughout the offseason with special coverage of the NFL Scouting Combine, NFL Draft, and more.
Let's go! Yeah!
Subscribe today at plus.nfl.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Don't miss out on the last few weeks of football action with Prize Picks, the best place to win cash while watching the playoffs. The app is simple. Pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. Download the Prize Picks Daily Fantasy Sports app today and use code OT and get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code OT on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks. Run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
If you're a maintenance supervisor for a commercial property, you've had to deal with everything from leaky faucets to flickering light bulbs. But nothing's worse than that ancient boiler that's lived in the building since the day it was built, 50 years ago. It's enough to make anyone lose their cool. That's where Grainger comes in. With industrial-grade products and dependable fast delivery, Grainger can help with any challenge, from worn-out components to everyday necessities. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Here's a question. Have you ever been prescribed a medication? Most likely, yes. Well, what about this question? Did you understand how it worked? The way your medication works in your body shouldn't be a mystery. Learn how Vyvgart, Efgartigimod Alpha FCAB works by visiting vyvgart.com/MOA. That's VYVGART.com/MOA. Brought to you by Argenix.
Cowboys have given a 4-year deal to coordinator Brian Schottenheimer to be the 10th coach in franchise history.
They can get Dak Prescott back to playing at that level like he did in 2023, then the Cowboys might be back in that playoff chase.
This is one of the darker days in Dallas Cowboys franchise history.
Emmett, the Cowboys didn't play yesterday. They lose yesterday.
Yeah, they sure did.
They
got blown out.
888 say ESPN. 888-729-3776 on the Dr. Football call-in line, apparently, as I called it earlier today. The Dr. Pepper call-in line, the number to jump in. I'm Aaron Goldhammer. He is Emmett Golden. We are Hammer and Emmett. What's up, everybody? On ESPN Radio, the ESPN app. We're on Sirius XM Channel 80. Just a quick programming note. So we shift early on Saturday mornings, East Coast time in football season. Emmett and I do 7 to 10 a.m.
Right.
Now that we're out of college football season, at least, we shift back to our 10A to 1P time slot because our pals Marty and McGee do 7A to 10A.
It was great hearing those guys this morning.
It was so good to have them. And by the way, it's not like they're not on during football season. It's just they're on the SEC network
right.
and doing other things during college football season. And then they come back to ESPN Radio outside. So if you're listening for Marty and McGee, just so you know, 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern time. And then Hammer and Emmett, your weekend schedule, 10A to 1P. There'll be occasionally college basketball games and stuff that'll get in there. But
that's the tentative.
The general framework of what we're going to be doing between now and August.
Just tweet us. If you're like, hey, when are you guys on? Just tweet at us. We'll let you know.
And chances are, if you listen to ESPN Radio, Emmett or I is probably on.
Yeah. Really at any point. Really at any time throughout the week. You're probably going to hear one of us.
ESPN Radio presented by Progressive Insurance. You could save big when you bundle your auto, home, motorcycle, RV, boat. Go to Progressive.com. That is Progressive.com. We'll preview Conference Championship weekend coming up with Sal Palantonio, Emmett, about 12 minutes from right now. So you don't want to miss that. But we're trying to find somebody who's a Cowboy fan and likes the Brian Schottenheimer head coach hire. And we start with Jeff, who is standing by in Texas. And I don't know whether he likes it or hates it. Jeff, Brian Schottenheimer is your new head coach. Congratulations.
Well, I will tell you this. I'm about to go eat breakfast, and I'm trying to get over the fact that we hired him so I can stomach this food I'm about to eat. That is how bad this Brian Schottenheimer hire is going to be. And I have grown up a Cowboys fan for 40 years, and I thought this was the worst nightmare of my life when we hired him. It is bad enough that Jerry Jones is our general manager. The only thing they should have the first 5,000 people next season on opening day for Puppet Day and have a Brian Schottenheimer puppet for those people coming in. This has got to be the worst hire of our lives.
What is it about it? Let me ask you to explain. What is it about it that upsets you so much?
Well, he's not. He was McCarthy's puppet coming in to just be a standalone guy holding a clipboard for Mike McCarthy. Like, okay, I'm good with this. I'm good with. He had no offensive, say whatsoever in anything that Dallas did. What did he do in Seattle? He didn't hardly do anything. He didn't really have a big factor in Seattle either.
You know what's funny to me? Jeff, thanks for the call. The Schottenheimer family, Emmett, was known for defense. You and I are in Cleveland, which we bring up too often. Marty Schottenheimer was known for being a defensive coach and running Metcalf up the middle here. Like so for his son to be an offensive-minded coach And to get this job based on his, I guess, offensive acumen, Jeff is right. It's not like he had anything to do with the Cowboy offense this past year. They got rid of Kellen Moore so that they could let Mike McCarthy be the offensive coordinator. That was the whole point of that move.
Yeah, and maybe, Brian is, or has been one of those guys. We all know the offensive coach that is really the coordinator. And then there's an offensive coordinator I like to call Osino, offensive coordinator in name only, that, they have the title, but they don't call plays. They're not really making any decisions. They're making suggestions.
Sure.
And maybe that's where Brian is coming
Whoever Andy Reid's offensive coordinator is.
Yeah, he's the Osino.
He's the Osino.
Yeah, offensive coordinator.
If you have Bill Belichick as your head coach, you got an offensive coordinator that's going to work.
Exactly.
888 say ESPN. We continue. We're trying to find somebody who likes the Brian Schottenheimer in Cowboy Nation. Craig is in Texas and is on Hammer and Emmett on ESPN Radio. Hi, Craig.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
What's up, man?
Probably better than you because we don't have Brian Schottenheimer as our coach.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm absolutely thrilled with the Schottenheimer hire because, one, I can't stand the Cowboys. I grew up a 49er fan, but I'm a Colorado Buffalo.
Oh, man.
But I'm a Colorado Buffalo alum. I went to school there in the heyday in the 1990s, so it means that we've got Dion for at least one more year. So I'm absolutely thrilled with the hire.
Nice.
So, Craig, thanks for the call. What happened with the Cowboys and Dion here, do you think? Was it ever a serious...
So, you know what I think what happened is there was no way they were going to get Shador. I think that's what happened to it. There's just no way. Dion, I think he'd like to come to the NFL if he could coach Shador. Now, I know, let me say I've heard that he was very interested in the Raiders pick or in the Raiders job because the Raiders could move up and draft Shador. Like that, it's not going to take the entire draft.
The Raiders are at 6. The Cowboys are at what, Emmett? 12? I mean, that'd be a big jump.
You'd have to give up like 5 number ones. It's like something insane.
And I guess it wasn't,
right.
888 say ESPN. Practical, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. Let's go to Arkansas, where there are a lot of Cowboy fans because that's where Jerry's from, Emmett.
Okay.
Nash in Arkansas joins us now on ESPN Radio. What's up, Nash?
Hey, man, you're right. Hey, I'm 56 years old, and I've been rooting for the Redskins, now Commanders, since I was 6 years old. And what comes with that is knowing your opponent.
Nash, let's let Nash go. Let's dump that. We don't want to use that. There's some words we cool use, and there are a lot of words in the English language that we're going to use.
Right.
There are some words that Nash just used that we're not going to choose.
Absolutely.
Fair enough?
Yeah, absolutely.
888 say ESPN is the number. I always feel after you dump a call, do you go to another call? Or do you
gotta
try
let
to
it breathe.
But the conference championship games are coming up tomorrow.
Sal Palantonio at the bottom of the hour.
The two games I think are both going to be great. I'm fascinated to see whether Jaden Daniels can hang, and we'll talk to Sal about that in 7 minutes. But I think that Bills-Chiefs is going to be one of those games that we're going to be remembering and talking about for a long time.
It should. There's no reason that we would expect it not to. And I've always said the one quarterback, I guess you could go throw Burrow in there as the 2 because Burrow actually beat him. But from an AFC standpoint, Josh Allen goes toe-to-toe with Pat Mahomes every time they play in the playoffs. I mean, toe-to-toe. He does not get outplayed.
Right.
It's always
you can't blame him for 13 seconds.
Never.
He did everything he could possibly do to win that game. Now, last year, I don't know. The final sequence of plays you could quibble with. Remember, they made a couple throws to the end zone before setting up Tyler Bass for a field goal that he ended up missing.
Diggs dropped one.
And that's the Chiefs. Yeah. So, again, I'm with you. I think Josh Allen does everything that Josh Allen needs to do to win this matchup. I think it's on the other 52 guys, the Buffalo Bills, to be able to step up and play at the level that they need to play, especially in the fourth quarter, because I'm going to guess that this is going to be close at the end. And as everybody has learned, in part because of luck or genius or intimidation or whatever, beating the Chiefs in a close game is impossible.
Is this one of those games where if you miss the first half, it won't matter.
Yeah.
I'm
going to watch
I'm
the
watching
first
the
half
whole thing,
because
right.
it'll set up the drama, right?
Yeah.
But if you watch about the last 5 minutes of this game, I think you're going to get the complete story. And Emmett, I have a funny feeling it might be the sporting event of the year. So I might be around your TV on CBS tomorrow for the AFC Championship. Up next, we dive into the conference championship games. Are we headed towards Eagles-Chiefs in the Super Bowl? We'll decide on Hammer and Emmett on ESPN Radio.
Hey, it's your resident Super Bowl champ, Chris Kennedy. Coming up Monday, we've got conference championship games and the coaching carousel, and I'll react to it all in my Upon Further Review at 7 a.m. Eastern. It's unsportsmanlike weekday mornings at 6, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
30 for 30 presents the New York Sack Exchange.
Flecko, Lyon, Salam, Gastineau.
If you hit a quarterback and if they got up, you didn't do your job.
They were a brotherhood.
There is no magic formula for controlling the New York Sack Exchange.
But brothers don't always play nice.
Flacco could not stand me. I should be waiting all day for you. Well, get down on the stairs. I don't know what you were doing.
I'm still trying to forgive and forget.
Stream the New York Sack Exchange, now on ESPN+.
Adam Schefter here with Vivid Seats. We've got some late-breaking news coming out of the stands. According to multiple sources, Vivid Seats fans are scoring rewards on every purchase and at a rapid pace. Obviously, these rewards are a game changer, and coupled with their MVP-worthy ticket selection, why get tickets anywhere else? Don't drop the ball this season. Shop with Vivid Seats and earn rewards on every ticket. And as the official ticketing partner of ESPN, Vivid Seats is offering you $20 off your first $200 ticket purchase with code Schefter. That's code Schefter.
Every fan knows the right player in the right position can be a game changer. Put LifeLock between your identity and identity thieves to monitor and alert you to threats you could miss. Plus, with a U.S.-based restoration specialist on your team, you won't have to face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or other losses from identity theft alone. All backed by the LifeLock $1 Million Protection Package. Change the game on identity theft. Save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com/sports.
Attention football fans, the season's heating up, and that means it's time for jaw-dropping plays, spectacular touchdowns, and memories that'll last a lifetime. So if you're looking to grab the best seats for all the excitement, Vivid Seats is your go-to playmaker. With an incredible selection of tickets and a game-changing rewards program, Vivid Seats is your ticket to every thrilling moment. Don't miss out. Experience it live with Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Whether you're a 9-to-5 commuter in the carpool lane, a sports car enthusiast, or a loving dad who has to drive a minivan full of pop-shrieking tweens to a concert, you want quality tires that perform in any situation. You want your car to wear Coopers, because there are plenty of twists, turns, terrains, and tweens who may or may not know what an indoor voice is. That's why Cooper tires are what millions of Americans depend on. Great quality, great reliability, great performance. That's why my car wears Coopers. Cooper tires, trusted since 1914.
You didn't start a business just to keep the lights on. You're here to sell more today than yesterday. You're here to win. Lucky for you, Shopify built the best converting checkout on the planet. Like the just one tapping, ridiculously fast acting, sky-high sales stacking, champion of checkouts. That's the good stuff right there. So if your business is in it to win it, win with Shopify. Start your free trial today at shopify.com/win.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Ed Bankin. A busy Saturday in the NBA tips off at the top of the hour. Coming up on ESPN from Paris, it'll be the Pacers taking on the Spurs. That's one of
Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Brandon Gordon and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing right away is Daniels. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And their coach told us the other day that they wanted to get him in a nice groove right out of the gate. And one way to do that, give him quick throws where he get the ball out of his hand in a hurry, as he did there.
enough for the first down of the keeper, a gain of 6. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
To throw is Daniels. That's caught left side by Simmons. So nothing doing there, and it's second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get into him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 10. Off the play fake, Daniels. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Daniels looking to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Robinson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
As large as the air attack has gotten them down here, but now is when you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Robinson again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to throw on third and goal. This will be caught at about the 6.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So defensively, they let the play stand. They'd rather have the down as it'll bring up 4th. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gonzalez's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard...
EA Sports.